Get ready for longer flights, higher fares, and major disruptions. Pakistan's closure of its airspace to Indian airlines is set to hit thousands of passengers and push up airline costs. Here's what's happening. Civil Aviation Minister Mohan Naidu said on Monday that the government is working with Indian airlines to assess the full impact of the closure. The priority, Naidu said, is to ensure that the average Indian passenger is not hit too hard. The minister said, and I quote, "We sat with the airlines the very next day," end quote. He added, and I quote, "I told them to thoroughly assess the impact if this continues for 6 months or a year, which routes will be affected and how Indian carriers will compare with foreign ones," end quote. The government is also exploring alternative routes to minimize disruptions. Over 800 international flights per week by Indian carriers are affected. These flights, mostly headed west to West Asia, Europe, the UK, and North America, usually flew over Pakistan. Now they are forced to take longer routes. Flight tracking data shows Air India's ultra-long haul flights in North America are now making technical halts in Europe for refueling or crew change. Indigo has already suspended flights to Central Asian cities like Almaty and Tashkent because the new routing makes these cities unreachable with its current aircraft. Costs for Indian airlines are set to rise. Industry insiders warn that these increases could soon reflect in passenger fares. Meanwhile, foreign airlines, which can still use Pakistan's airspace, will have a time and cost advantage over Indian carriers. Naidu acknowledged that passengers flying from northern India to Europe or America will be especially affected. He said, "We will have to assess how much impact this creates and work closely with airlines to find solutions." On alternative routes, the minister said flights could theoretically reroute through Chinese airspace. But this is not simple. Technically, they can go north and enter from the eastern side through China, but that means flying over the Himalayas, a high-altitude route, Naidu explained. Aircraft capability, pilot experience, and crew safety become major factors. He said any aviation decision must prioritize safety. Even if it means longer flight times, a safer route will always be preferred. When asked about government aid for airlines facing higher costs, Naidu said it is too early to talk about financial help. The last time Pakistan closed its airspace after the Balakot airstrikes in 2019, Indian Airlines lost an estimated 700 crore rupees. Air India was the worst hit, given its large number of westbound international flights. Even today, Air India remains the only Indian airline operating non-stop long-haul and ultra-long-haul flights to Europe and North America.